From the heart of Wayne County, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, Goldsboro, North Carolina.
Well, today is Tuesday, it's March 8th, 2016, and this is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kate Daniels.
And Kate Daniels is back. Yay! It's good to have you back.
Thank you, it's good to be back.
Kate's been on assignments in the hinterland.
In the where?
The underland.
Oh, sure, yes.
Sure, yes. Glad to have you back. Good to see you.
It's good to see you.
Busy as always. This is one of the busiest women in North America.
North America?
Well, I mean, you are busy.
Well, but that's the only way to be, right?
I guess so.
If the chamber wasn't busy, we wouldn't be doing our job.
That's a good point there.
That's
Very
right.
good point there. So congratulations on International Working Women's Day.
Is that today?
That's today.
Kudos to
International
you.
Working Women's Day. Da-da-da-da. Oh, wait a minute, she's doing this, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
with
right.
the thing on her head. Okay. Anyway, you doing okay?
I am.
What's going on at the chamber? What is that all about right
There's
there?
a lot of stuff going on. We are on the
Wow.
heels of, this is the week of the annual Friends of Seymour Johnson AFB Gala.
Right.
So this is the third year that we've done that. It's going to be this Saturday, which is the 12th already.
Wow.
And of March.
Yes.
I mean, I've turned into that woman that's constantly like, can you believe how fast time's flying by? I do. I sound like my mother. It's flying by.
I've turned into that woman too. So
It's
what are you going to do? I mean, it is flying by.
It is. And so we've got that great event this Saturday. So if it's something that you're interested in participating in, we'd love to have you contact the chamber. But if you can't come, but you're interested in supporting and bidding on some great raffle items,
Oh boy.
contact the chamber.
Oh.
We have 7 very high-end, incredible baskets, and raffle tickets
Really?
are just $10.
Really?
It's just $10. So you can buy as many as you want and pick which baskets you want to go for the raffle in, and we will be drawing it Saturday evening at the annual dinner. And we'll have retired General Jodis with us.
Right.
He's going to be the keynote speaker. It's going to be a great evening. But you don't have to be present to win. So say you're watching and you want to buy some raffle tickets, contact the chamber. We'll direct you to the website.
Well, there you
Isn't
go.
that neat?
That's fantastic.
And then on the heels of that, we're
On the
going to be
heels.
gearing up for, on the heels of that, we've got another great business after hours coming up later this month. We've got ribbon cutting with Sweet Frog yogurt. I mean, twist my arm. I'll be happy to. And, coming up the week after next is the North Carolina Main Street Conference.
Oh, yeah.
So the
Okay.
DGDC has been very busy getting ready with that, and the city of Goldsboro has done a lot of great work to not only be the host site, but to be able to welcome 500 people.
Wow.
And then this beautiful flyer
This beautiful flyer.
is the annual Eggs and Issues Legislative Breakfast, and that's coming up April 8th. And you can come be a part of the discussion with our North Carolina representatives and senators.
And that is always fun and interesting.
It is.
It is.
It really is. And they'll be going into their short session April 25th, I believe. So this is before the short session. So we'll be able to talk to them about, what's on the minds of the business community and citizens of our great community.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. We have
It's
that.
the last time you're going to ask me something, isn't it?
No,
I think
no,
you
no,
wanted me to
no.
respond on one thing.
No, you did great. Well, you've been gone a while. You've got a lot of catching up to do there, so that's okay though. That's all right. It gives me a chance to take a break. You know what I mean? All right. Birthdays today: actress Joyce Van Patten, one of the Van Patten family. She's 82 today. Trish Vanderveer is 73. Tom Armendez is an actor. He's 57. Finn Carter is 56. Never mind. Remember the TV show Webster?
Yeah.
Little Emmanuel Lewis turns
Yeah.
45 years of age today. He is. Webster's 45. And do you ever watch Criminal Minds?
Sometimes.
Okay. The FBI scientist who is the profiler on there, he's Dr. Spencer Reed. He's about that big around, and the gun he carries is bigger than he is. You know the guy I'm talking about? He's brilliant. He's a genius, his character is. But it's played by a fellow by the name of Matthew Gray Gubler. And Matthew Gray Gubler is also a videographer as well, underwater videographer, who does a lot of cinematography underwater. But he is turning 36 today. All right?
Very nice, very nice.
How about that? How about
Good
that?
idea.
How about that? Look, let's do this. We'll take a break. We'll go to our interview, and we'll be back after this.
Hi, welcome to the Paramount Theater. I'm Sherry Archibald, Paramount Theater Director, and I'm here with a group that I'm very excited about. Patricia Warren is here with me, and we're going to be talking about Dance for Christ. And I'll have to say, let me just share with our viewers, I do this every time, but this is always a fun interview for me because this is one of my favorite productions of the whole year. Every year I look so forward to this. Love talking about Dance for Christ. Every year, it's mine and my daughters, we love coming and seeing Dance for Christ, and it's just one of those ministries. It's so much more than a production. It definitely is a ministry and means so much to those people that come to see it. I love that you have all these wonderful guys surrounding us here today. So Patricia, I'm going to ask you to kind of get us started and introduce these wonderful guys here.
Okay, well normally we bring our dancers, a few dancers to be interviewed, but I thought it would be really cool this year to really showcase our male dancers because we have a lot of male dancers in the ministry. And they're awesome dancers, great men of God, and work so hard. And right here is a triple threat. His name is Keegan Kermode. He is not only an awesome dancer at our studio, but he's also a great actor and singer. And this is Joshua Crawford, Andrew Shaw, Micah Sherrard, and Jordan Daniels. And these are just a small group of all of our men.
Wonderful. And your men do a wonderful job. Every year the production is just amazing. The costume, the performance, the talent, the commitment that you all put into it is always it's just top notch. So I'm excited to have you here, and I want to talk a little bit about, for our viewers, make sure that if they are looking to ask the question, what is Dance for Christ? What is this all about? This production has been going on for a number of years. How many years have you done Dance for Christ?
This is our 15th season.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was right around 15.
Yeah.
So, 15 years that this has been happening here for our community, and you guys have traveled all over to put this production on at times. But what this is a ministry for you.
It is.
It means so much to you because it has really just transformed your whole company, hasn't it?
It really has. We started out with 30 dancers our first year, and now we have a cast of over 100.
No, we hardly have room for them now. So
we have a cast of over 100, and I think that it draws the community, it draws the dancers because it is a ministry. And anytime you put God in the middle of something, then and give Him the control, then He does great things with it.
Well, gentlemen, I'll have to tell you that whenever I'm sharing with the public about this particular ministry and this performance, it is so easy for me to say that whether I know you or not, when I watch this production, these dancers, in my mind, they are ready to be on the stages in New York. I mean, you guys do an amazing job. And I've had the wonderful fortune of being able to see a lot of professional company dancers. And so when I see what you all do, it just is breathtaking to me. You really put so much commitment and work into it. I would love to hear from you, though, about why you're involved in this and why it means so much to you.
Well, for me, Dance for Christ has been it's been a safe place for me to be at, and I've been able to develop relationships with people, and good relationships and healthy relationships that have really brought like good things into my life. So
it's a no-brainer, isn't it?
Yeah.
And how long have you been involved in Dance for Christ?
I think this is my third year, third or fourth.
Okay, very good. How about you, sir?
Well, Dance for Christ, it's kind of like a path for me to just freely worship, you know, just in what we love to do, which is dance. Like Keegan said, it's built a lot of healthy relationships for me, for, you know, all of these guys and just everybody that's involved. So it's just been a good way for me to have a lot of relationships and worship.
And how long have you been involved in Dance for Christ?
This is my second year.
Okay, wonderful.
To me, Dance for Christ really means about spreading the word and what Jesus was trying to get across when he came to earth, and spreading love to everyone that needs it, because there's a lot of bad things in the world, and getting in the theater with people that just want to love God, it's a great experience, and to be a part of that, it's amazing.
Well, what you just said reminds me about the production and how there's such a variety of different things, you know, from different types of dance to different types of music, sometimes vocalists, so it's a variety of things too. But you guys also put a lot of real world things that are happening on the stage, and so I think that is really eye-opening as well. And how long have you been involved in Dance for Christ?
I believe this is my 3rd year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boy, we've just really been bringing in the guys the last few years. I love it. Super. How about you?
Dance for Christ is just an amazing safe house, like Keegan said, because you're not going to get a lot of positive places for teenagers to go these days and just be able to spread their love for the Lord, as Miss Patricia has been able to open for us to do. And Dance for Christ is just a place for all of us to come together as like friends, family, and just be able to share one love and one passion.
Wonderful.
In one place.
And how long have you been involved in Dance for Christ?
This is my first year in Dance for
Oh,
Christ.
wonderful. Okay. Super. And so I would wonder too, all of you, before you got involved, did you come and see the production? Is that how you got interested? Did you have a friend that kind of said, hey, you're going to have a good time, come and take part and see what you think? Did you come and see it before? Or?
I had been seeing this production ever since I was maybe like 6 or 7.
Okay.
And I've been every year up until this past year, and every time I would get the contract to audition, I would miss the audition. And so this year I was like, I need to audition. So I finally did it.
Yay. Well, how about you, young man? Tell me about your commitment to Dance for Christ. What does it mean to you?
Well, Dance for Christ to me is like it's just like a big worship place. Like, you're free to worship however you want. And like during like the practices, we have like praise and worship like before a lot of the practices, and we people just like spill their hearts out to the Lord. Like they'll be praying or dancing, singing, worshiping, and Dance for Christ is really just a big ministry that we get a chance to spread the word of God to everybody that comes and gets to see it, because I know like stuff in the world is not turning out as what people want it to be, because there's not a lot of good things in the world no more, and it's hard to spread the love of God right now, and that's what I think about it.
This is a great way to do that, isn't it? And is this your first year?
This is my third.
Third year. Awesome. You know, 3rd year, but so it makes me think about, of course, this young man is a little younger than some of you. What a great example that you are to him, a great role model. But he's also been involved maybe longer than some of you. So even at a younger age is able to really just shine and show his faith and his desire to learn and build relationships and just do something really beautiful on the stage for the community to see. So it is great having you guys here. We are looking forward to Dance for Christ. Of course, it is March the 11th, 12th, and 13th. And then also it is the 18th, 19th, and 20th. There are 4 productions over the weekend. You guys are some busy folks for 2 weekends in a row. And I know you're very busy leading up to it, because there's a strong commitment for just performing to his perfection. So it's a beautiful job that you all do. I'm glad that you mentioned that there is also time that you all are able to come together even before the practices here. You make sure that you are prepared just wholeheartedly and ready to worship in whatever way that you feel led to do so. And what a blessing So it is March the 11th, 12th, and 13th. On the 11th, Friday night, it is at 7 p.m.
Right.
And on Saturday, it is at 1:30 and 7 p.m. And on Sunday at 3. And then it mimics the same thing the next weekend, which is the 18th, 19th, and 20th. You can call the box office at 919-583-8432 or visit our website at goldsboroparamount.com. There are also links that you can find out more about Dance for Christ, artistic dance, and more information about this production. It really is a blessing. I'm so excited to see you guys today, and even more excited to see you very soon here on the stage. Folks, I do encourage you, get your groups together, your families, your churches, your Sunday school classes. It's just a great way to come together and worship together and see a wonderful production. Thank you for bringing these great guys here. Look forward to seeing you.
Thank you, Sherry. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. This is Wayne Goldsboro Television, in the heart of Goldsboro, in the heart of Wayne County.
Today we're talking with Jessica Strickland here at the, where are we?
We're at the Cooperative Extension Office.
That's where we are, the Cooperative Extension Office, in the kitchen area, so to speak.
Yes.
But we want to talk about, what are we talking about?
Talking about a program we have coming up in April that's called Grow to Can. We're going to have a gardening and canning school for people who want to learn about growing fruits and vegetables, but then also harvesting and canning and preserving.
Oh boy,
those.
that takes me back to my grandmother's
Yes.
root cellar, where I used to be able to go down in the root cellar where it was dark and,
That's right.
and cool and damp. And on the wooden shelves that Granddad put in there was all these jars of
Yes.
mason jars of canned goods.
Yes.
Is that what we're talking about?
Yes, that's what we're talking about.
Oh boy!
So-
No, we
and,
got away from canning there. It seems,
it seems
for a while.
For a while, people have, but it seems like people's coming around to it. People are interested in growing their own vegetables and fruit, but they're also wanting to preserve them and enjoy that throughout the season whenever their vegetable garden, especially like winter time and now, that they've got something that's still from their garden.
Now, there's some work involved with canning.
There is,
But
yes.
are there advantages over canned goods from, say, the grocery store?
Well, you have control. You know how it was handled. You know the fruits and vegetables you put into it. That's your decision as far as, if it's ones you grew yourself and how you cared and managed for them before. So you've got some more flexibility with it there.
Not to mention the freshness of the veggies when you put them in the can, and you know there's no preservatives in there necessarily.
That's right, yeah.
You know that the canning product itself, the can itself,
Yes.
is not treated or coated with things that may be harmful
Yes,
to you.
and in the long run, it can save money. That if you got your own vegetable garden, and it is a lot of work, but it's very rewarding that you can take that and harvest it and then enjoy it throughout your winter season, and a lot of times save money.
Plus, maybe it's just me, but it seems the flavor's always a little better.
It does. It does
Yeah,
seem like the flavor's
yeah.
always better. So,
All right, so
yes.
when are we going to be doing this?
We're going to start on April 7th, and what we're doing is 1 week's going to be on gardening, the next week's going to be on food preservation. So on April 7th, we're going to talk about gardening, just the basics of gardening. The next week, Michelle, our family consumer science agent, is going to talk about the basics of food preservation. And then in the following weeks, I'm going to talk about growing fruits in your backyard.
Oh, boy.
She's going to talk about preserving fruits as far as jellies and jams.
Oh, boy.
And then we'll cover vegetables, and she'll talk about preserving vegetables, canning vegetables. So
That is fantastic.
Yes.
Is there a fee for this? What's the
there
cost?
is. If you want to do all of it together, we kind of have some options. If you want to do the gardening and the canning side all together, it's going to be $50. So that's for all 6 sessions.
6?
There's going to be 6 total, and you get a booklet and a certificate for completing it. And also with Michelle's, you're canning, so you get to actually can something.
Oh,
It's
boy.
going to be very hands-on. So we're limiting the number to only 12 people this year,
Oh, boy.
since it's the first time we've been doing this, to kind of get see how it goes and so forth. But also we wanted it very hands-on. So with canning, it's hard to have a large group and everybody gets to see and participate.
So only 12 people this time?
Yes.
Only 12?
But we're hoping if there's a lot of interest, we'll get a waiting list, and then we'll continue having this in the future and expand on it.
Good.
Also.
Well, this is fantastic now. So,
Yes.
and the date of the first one is?
The date of the first one's April 7th.
Okay.
And then, too, if you just want to take the gardening part, that would be $30.
Oh.
If you just wanted the food preservation or the canning portion, be $30. Or if you just wanted one class, it's $10 per class.
$10
So
a
you've
class.
got some options. You can take the whole thing for $50. save some money, or you can just take the gardening or the canning
Yeah,
portion.
but gee whiz, you get 6 classes for only $50. That is
Yes.
a tremendous bargain.
Yes,
That
and
is. Look at
is.
what you're getting out of this.
Absolutely, yeah. So
Gee
we're excited
whiz.
about it. It's the first time we've tried this,
this is
and
wonderful.
we're very excited about it. And each class is 3 hours long. It's going to be from 4:30 to 7:30 here at our office. So it's a 3-hour class for each session.
That's 18 hours of instruction. That is amazing for only $50.
Yes.
Oh, is that going to be held here in the kitchen?
We're going to hold it different places in the office. So depending on the room availability, we'll be in different places. So,
Okay.
yes.
All right. Again, is there a deadline?
There's not. I don't think we have a deadline. It's just when we reach 12 participants for the gardening and the
you're
canning
done.
part,
Yeah.
then we're going to stop and we'll keep a waiting list from there for next
Okay.
year.
All right. So how do people get involved?
They can contact our office. They can contact us at 919-731-1520 to get more information, or stop by to pay and reserve their spot for the school.
Okay. So there's going to be a rush. So if you want to get in on this, you want to be a part of this, hurry. Do it right now. Call 919-731-1520.
Yes.
Or make tracks now to the Cooperative Extension Service office, right?
Yes.
And that's at the corner of George and Chestnut Streets in Goldsboro. And we've been talking with Jessica Strickland, who is a horticulture agent here for the Cooperative Extension Service of Wayne County.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Woo!
Yes.
All right.
Your source for what's happening in your community is Wayne Goldsboro Television.
Today we're at the Cooperative Extension Service office, and we're here with a 4-H person. We're here with Summer Young. Hey,
Hi.
how you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Oh boy, I'm doing fantastic.
Well, that's wonderful.
Now what's going on, Summer?
Today we're going to talk about the Rose Banquet that the Wayne Council of Adolescent Pregnancy Prevention puts on every year.
Right, they do this every year.
Yes, sir. It will be held Wednesday, March 23rd
Yeah.
here at the Wayne Center. It's for our teenagers, youth in 6th to 12th grade. The program will begin at 6:45, but the doors open at 6.
Okay. Now, is the 4-H involved with this? Has the 4-H? How long has the 4-H been involved with this?
We are part of the council. Our 4-H is part of the council, but we also have our 4-Hers that perform the Rose skit. It's a skit that kind of gives you a visual of abstinence and what it would look like.
But there's also an essay, isn't there?
There is an essay contest. It actually changed. It's not just an abstinence essay. It's like a health essay all around. So it could be on anything
that's
based
good.
off health.
That's
Yeah.
good. It gives them more opportunity to go into different areas
Right,
to
yes,
talk
sir.
about in their essay. All right. Well, who's involved with this now? You're trying to target what area? Age group.
Age group 6th to 12th graders.
Okay.
So it's our teenagers, our 6th to 12th graders. We will have the Rose skit. There'll be entertainment by Free Spirit from UMO.
Okay.
We'll have door prizes, dinner by Longhorn Steakhouse. The tickets are $6, so it does cost $6 to come, but it's well worth it.
Wait a minute. Only $6.
Only $6, and you get Longhorn Steakhouse too, and entertainment, and you learn a valuable lesson.
That's a big evening for
It
only
is.
$6.
Yes, sir.
That's
And you can
amazing.
buy your tickets at Goldsboro Pediatrics. You ask for NOLA,
Right.
or at Academic Abundance on Berkeley Boulevard.
Okay. Sure. All right. We know where that is. And again, this is for 6th through 12th graders, and it is the 16th annual Rose
16th.
Banquet.
And we'll also have guest speakers, Brian and Elizabeth Stupp from Goldsboro Pediatrics.
Excellent. All right. Excellent. Well, and again, the date on that.
March 23rd.
March 23rd. Is there a deadline for tickets?
Yes, you need to get your tickets. I'm going to say March 11th is the deadline, but if you call Monday or Tuesday, the 14th or 15th, you can still get tickets.
Well, you don't know, though, do you? Go ahead and get them now. Don't wait.
So March 11th is our deadline.
March 11th. Don't wait past that. Okay? All right. What else? Anything else?
That's it.
All right.
I
Summer,
hope to see you there.
Yes, please go to this. It's Summer Young, and Summer Young is our 4-H person. What are you, the 4-H?
I'm the 4-H program assistant.
That's exactly right. I knew that. The program assistant for
And
4-H.
parents are welcome to come too. We encourage parents to come with their teenagers.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the parents have to be involved.
Right.
That's so important.
They do.
All right, Summer Young, the 4-H program assistant here for the County of Wayne.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you so much.
Thank
Summer.
you.
All right. We're back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Thank you for being with us. You know, this show repeats not only, well, it's not repeating right now, Well, I guess it is kind of.
will,
If it's
yeah.
12 o'clock in the afternoon, it's repeating. It repeats at noon, then it repeats again at 5:30 in the afternoon. Hope you're able to join us, and if you missed something, you can re-watch the program at those times. Also online, okay, at the YouTube, on the YouTube channel. We have a, you can go, one source is to go to the waynegov.com website, click on the red dot right over Kate's head. It says, well, it doesn't say anything, it's just a red dot. Anyway, it takes you to YouTube, our YouTube channel, all right? Anyway, try that, check that out. We have a blood drive coming up today at the Red Cross office, and that's at 600 North George Street, 600 North George, near the railroad track there on North George. And if you have any questions, you can call them over there at 735-7201, 735-7201 at the
those numbers.
Red Cross office. Starts at 1:30 this afternoon, and then the next one is on the 11th, which I believe is Friday.
Yes, sir.
Friday the 11th at Goldsboro High School, beginning at 9:30 in the morning. I've failed to ask a trivia question in the first segment of the program. The category for today's trivia question is gems. Not like J-I-M, you know, like Jim Smith, Jim Jones, and Jim Hauerbach. Gems, G-E-M-S.
Okay.
The Smithsonian Institution is the home of the world's largest deep blue diamond.
Ooh.
By what name do we know the world's largest deep blue diamond? It has a name. It's called the something diamond.
It's called Not Yours
That's-
Diamond.
Well, that's true too.
Those
Yeah, that's very true. But yeah, it has a name. What is it called? And I'll give you the answer in a few minutes. Okay?
Okay.
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 Woo! Everybody has a story, right? And the University of Mount Olive wants to hear your story. They're offering one person an opportunity to receive a free education worth $60,000. They're giving away a scholarship.
What?
Yes, they are. The University of Mount Olive is asking everyone to visit their Facebook page and submit nominations for either themselves or a deserving candidate. They want to know why a person is deserving of the gift of a free education. If you or someone you know, you've been through a difficult time and college just has not been in the cards for you, just not possible, well, check it out. They want to hear your story, and they want to hear your story. This is real. For a complete list of rules, you can go to facebook.com/University of Mount Olive. You have to spell it all out. Some of the rules are: you have to be 21 years or older, you must have a high school diploma or equivalent, you must complete the admission application, meet admission requirements, and be accepted. The recipient may not be currently enrolled at University of Mount Olive, but may have past credit hours earned from the university there. Nominees who have already a bachelor's degree will not be eligible. And for a complete list of rules, you can go to facebook.com, University of Mount Olive. Qualifiers will be announced each Monday through March 21st, and then someone is going to win a free education worth $60,000. Compliments
from a fine institution.
Yes, indeed.
Right here in Wayne County. That is
Isn't that amazing?
fantastic.
That is amazing. And the Have a Heart for Kids coming up April 15th. This will be. This is sponsored by Communities in Schools, and it's at the 308 North William Street. That's where you mail checks, 308 North William, Communities in Schools, and that's at on April 15th at the Terrace Room, downtown Goldsboro.
Great.
Yeah, that's great. That is great.
Appreciate the great work of Selena Bennett, and
she's amazing.
it's
Just amazing.
important work.
Really. Yeah, that is such a fantastic, especially the teen court thing. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, she has got so many great moving pieces to the organization, and the whole goal of Communities in Schools is to be engaged and be involved. The community coming into the schools and offering support for students who need it. And there's a lot of volunteers that are called coaches, and Selena, I mean, she can't sing their praises enough. So it's quite incredible. And the Teen Court program, whenever I walk in the courthouse and you see that banner, it's a reminder of what a great program that takes a lot of people to keep going.
Exactly right.
So kudos for sure.
Oh yes, oh yes. Okay, here's the answer to today's trivia question, which is the Smithsonian Institution is home to the world's largest deep blue diamond. World's largest, and it has a name. By what name do we know the world's largest deep blue diamond? And the answer is, that's the Hope Diamond. You've heard of the Hope Diamond. Yeah, you knew that. The Hope Diamond. There you go. And that's at the Smithsonian on display. There you go. Look, we're going to do this again tomorrow, okay? I'll have a trivia question as well for tomorrow, and I hope you're able to join us in the morning at 7 a.m. or noon or 5:30 p.m. So until then, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kate Daniels.
And this is Wayne Goldsboro Television.